all laying the foundation for people like yourself to do it. Were you not training at PFA yet when you messaged Graham, or?
No, not yet. So I messaged Graham in 2019. Right at that time, I was training at Gina's then.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing kickboxing there like twice a week, and then the other 2-3 days I would be at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Parklands.
Right.
Yeah. So I didn't really have an opportunity to mix up the grappling and the striking, but I was getting grappling and striking training, in the meanwhile. I was a full-time student, so the idea of training in town was insane. Just thinking about transport and but here we are. I just took a chance and things worked out, thankfully.
Look, kickboxing is not a bad base to start with, and like you say, you were getting the exposure to the pure side of each martial art. You know, were you? What's your sort of background with the kickboxing then? So how long had you been doing that?
So I started off with karate actually.
Oh, really?
In 2007.
Okay, didn't we all?
Yeah, you got to start off in the dojo.
Yeah.
Started Gojukai Karate, which is also Parkland side, so the side I grew up. Started that in 2007 until 2009. I didn't get my black belt. I got blue belt only, unfortunately. But then there was the gym down the road, Panthers. It was literally down the road.
Yep.
My brother saw it. My dad saw it. They're like, oh, why don't you join here? I was always like reluctant, I was like, karate's better. I went to like SA level in karate.
Oh, yeah?
I think I was third in Western Province. So like, I didn't really want to go there. And then I remember my dad dragged me there after a karate class. And my first kickboxing class I did in a karate.
In the gi. Oh, wow. I must have gotten a couple of comments.
Yeah. And like we have like those little flick kicks.
Yes.
So like when they hold pads, most of the learners were doing like the Muay Thai kicks, putting their hips into it. And I was just like flicking my foot, and the coach is looking at me like, what are you doing? But I learned.
Did you guys, in your style of karate, do you also have to like stop just before the impact? Or is it full contact? Can you at least make contact? Because I know a lot of karate styles, it's about control. And then if you go full contact, you go through. You get up until a number of penalties, you get disqualified.
Yes. So I did not do the full contact one. I did just what you described. So especially if you want to punch someone in the face and like he moves his head and your hand goes past it, then there's like a penalty and all that. Wow. But it gave me a good foundation, especially since it wasn't full contact, with like especially control with like the power and distance management, especially darting in and out, because you also don't want to get clipped. The moment you get touched, then they stop the fight, then you have to reset, the guy gets a point. And I used to hate that.
Was it a big adjustment? Okay, so you kind of alluded to it not being too much of a big adjustment, but was it a big adjustment going from stopping? I know you practice that control a lot.
Right.
But from stopping, I'm sure, to now going sort of through your target almost, was that a bit of a big adjustment, just at least with the timing aspect?
I mean, it wasn't so much of an adjustment. I mean, not going through someone's like face or anything, you have to like stop yourself. So it's just a matter of now I don't have to stop myself. So no, I wouldn't say. No, not really. The biggest adjustment I would say were the kicks. Yeah, literally.
The style of kicking.
From flicking to putting your hips into it, and teeps.
Yeah.
For example, in karate, if I'm remembering correctly, it's called a maigiri. Yeah, so it's just like a flicking kind of teep to the
solar plexus.
Solar plexus. But where in kickboxing you also have a push kick. So like those type of movements with the hips, that was the biggest adjustment for me.
Yeah. No, my friend actually did kickboxing at a fairly high level. He went to SA champs, and his biggest weapon just in setting up things and what he liked to do when someone trying to march forward is he loved that teep. Always used to tell me,
It's the worst.
Powerful weapon. It's the worst
It's
to
the
receive.
worst,
Yeah, it's good
yes.
to do. It's like a nice
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah. And then the kickboxing, how did that go? So once you started getting into it, how did that go for you?
It went well, actually. Within the first year and 6 months, I went to SA's Saska.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if they're still around,
Mhm.
but that was in Pretoria, where I got first place in Africa, and for Muay Thai I got third place.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, it went well.
What age were you there? Sorry.
That was 2010. I was 11.
Oh wow.
11, yeah.
Sure.
So quite a bit of experience in the kickboxing side. I remember I had so many fights. Like I don't even remember how many fights I had. I had medals on medals on medals. Funny story about that. I have like 3 of those medals left.
Really?
My little sister at the time was a little artist. So
Okay.
I came home and like all the ribbons from the medals were like used
Oh
on
no.
my little artwork. And
Yeah.
you can't get mad. It's like your little sister. So yeah.
They're gone.
That's gone.
Were there any memorable artworks at least that you could salvage and be like, there my medals are?
Yes, I mean just like the medallion itself, not the but I have 2 trophies that I got from that Saska tournament.